Dieter, thank you for sitting down with me. Can you tell me a little bit about Apeldør, how it all started?
It's just costing you one question, and me probably the next half hour to explain this, because it's a long way. Let's go back to 1996. That's when it started. And about 3 years prior to that, I bought a share in a sport shop in Hamburg with a friend. And I saw what tennis did, what skiing did, what hockey did. They were all rather flat growth. And golf was a boomer. It was like people went into the shop and they simply said, I want this club, I want this bag, I want the golf balls, etc. So I was literally at the end of a value chain. The people had already made the decision, we want to play golf in the future, we want to be a member of a club, and I said, I would like to be at the beginning. So I would like to consider the possibility of building a golf course, ideally in the center of Hamburg, but that piece of property was a bit too expensive. So I was connected to a very good friend who lived in this area, and I told him about the idea that I would like to build a golf course. And he said, you know what? I'm playing cards with a farmer who is considering to actually change his business. It was 1989 when the borders opened, eastern part, Germany, and he was very worried about the development of the agricultural business in Germany. Big slots of land and cheap labor. And he said, maybe I should consider building a golf course. So this friend of mine put us together, and then you have the famous sentence, you never get a second chance for a first impression. It was a perfect fit. I had a Canadian friend who was a golf architect, and in 1996 we decided to start this. In 1996, 42 golf courses opened in Germany. It was real boom time.
So everybody in Germany was just going from other kinds of sport to the golf sport?
Well, it was definitely that golf, until that time, was always a sport where people thought this is a very a special bunch of people. It's costing a fortune to become a member. You could only play golf if you had a membership. But at the same time, we knew about other parts of the world where this pay and play was much more attractive. And I said, if I go to an area like this, I have to be different to the normal regular golf courses. We had some, 300 golf courses at the time with about 350,000 members. Today we have 700 golf courses with 650,000 members. So things have changed.
But when you came out here the first time, and this was just agricultural land, what was your thought about creating Apeldør out here?
Well, actually, looking backwards, I must have been nuts. It was a mixture of just guts and a vision and maybe a moment, sometimes it has to be something very minor that makes the click, and then you are infected. So Apeldør actually has nothing to do with an apple. It is back to the English and the local slang, and it's more like an open door. Open door.
Okay.
And we simply said, an apple, when you hear the name, you connect it with an apple. An apple looks nice, it's healthy. So we took, for our logo, we choose, let's take an apple. So that's
So you created the name to get people to think positive thoughts.
Absolutely, something healthy. And what I saw at the time was just agriculture. When I look at the lake, in the middle of the lake, I have about 3 or 4 cows. When I look at the clubhouse, they had about 42,000 chicken. So once in a while I look under the bench if we missed one, but none of them left, no cow left. And today we have 112 hectares with 27 holes, 92,000 square meters of water, and a nice spot that people like, especially from Denmark.
Yeah, because a lot of Danish people, they come here to Apeldør. How do you feel about that?
It's fantastic. You, people who live in Denmark, you understand how to enjoy life. And once you cross the border, which is some 70 kilometers away, I have the feeling that you just find the button and said, let's relax, let's have a great time, let's go to a spot where they have a nice golf course, friendly people, good food, once in a while a bit of beer, And this is probably what we like for the next 2 or 3 days, and what has developed in a very, very nice way. Maybe I can give you an example. We have about 15,000 overnights at the hotel.
Yes.
5,000 come from Denmark, 500 from Sweden, 50 from Norway, and 5 from Finland. So this is about the rating, but you can tell a lot come from the north.
Yes. But when we came here yesterday, it was so beautiful. It was in the evening. The staff was very friendly, and it looks like it's so modern. It's so great rooms with big space and so on. Can you tell us a little about what about the rooms, the hotel part? How did you?
Yeah, the hotel part. It was actually a must. The idea which arose in 1996 when we opened it was we have no chance to live on day green fees or memberships. This area is much too remote. It's about an hour and a quarter away from Hamburg in the south. It's about an hour away from the Danish border. And we said, if we want to attract people to come here, besides asking for memberships or selling memberships, you have to have a hotel. And even though it started off in 97, then with the first 9 holes, 99 the second 9 holes, it was 2005 that we opened the first 26 rooms. Today we have 42 rooms, and it's a very integral part of the whole concept. We have no chance to survive without the hotel. It's a mixture of our members and guests, and the majority of the guests are guests that stay with us on average 2.1 day.
But Dieter, when we come here yesterday, we saw these big rooms, much bigger than the normal hotel rooms. Great place to have a beer, and you have like we can see behind us, you have like the restaurant outside and inside. Is that a part of your concept that you really want to spoil the golf players?
I have to. And with all due respect, your rooms in Denmark, and I've been to Denmark quite often because I like your country, I like the people, I like your mentality. Your rooms in Danish hotels are rather small, or very often rather small. We have no chance to offer you a theater, a cinema, anything like a city like Hamburg could offer you if it's a rainy day and you say, okay, what do I do? There is enough of other restaurants, etc. So we have to at least give you a decent room when the weather is not nice, that you have some space to relax, put up your feet, read your paper, watch TV. So therefore you need a bit of bigger rooms. So from that point of view, you should feel comfortable, you should have a good bed, because if you had a bad night's sleep, the day starts bad, and then even our people, who are very friendly, and they usually make you smile, they have a hard time when you arrive at the restaurant for breakfast and you had a bad night's sleep. So we rather offer you a good bed and a decent comfort in your hotel room.
Dieter, if you look at Apeldør today, what are you most proud of?
My people. I think as much as the hardware could be perfect, the greens could be in good shape, the course could be well maintained, the weather could be nice. If we have people that don't like the business and don't have this team spirit and are proud of their job and the company they're representing, then a very important part of a comfortable, enjoyable, memorable stay is the friendly people. And ideally, because we have many customers from Denmark who we know by name, and if we can say, Mr. Anderson, welcome back home.
Yes, they come back to you. They're like a part of the family down here in Apeldør.
You don't want big fluctuation. You want the same face ideally again. So next time you come, you look at faces that you met before.
Yeah.
I think this is very important.
But it also has to be a high standard in employees and in service here at Apeldør to keep that level, to keep people coming back.
Customers.
Yes.
We are a very important player in this region, not only size-wise with a 112-hectare golf course, but we have 85 people who live in this area, and I feel a very big social responsibility for my people. And if I can get that message across that I care for my people, then they actually be different with their attitude to their day's work. I want them to get up and be looking forward to the day's business.
Yes.
And if that attitude survives on the way from their home to Apeldør and they meet colleagues with whom they build a team, then you will get the echo. And then you will actually appreciate the sort of friendliness and service. And what does it cost? A smile or a bit, I care for you, or how can I help you? It doesn't cost anything,
No.
but it makes a big difference.
But a lot of Nordic golfers, customers, they really love Apeldør. You have a great review and you have a lot of people from Denmark coming back. So you tell me that it's because of the friendly smile and the good service and the people here,
I think
just
it's-
as much as the golf course.
Well, wait a sec. It's very important. It's like a puzzle. You put it together. All these little things are very, very important. But when you go home and you tell your friends, go to Apeldør, that's a great spot, friendly people and good food. That's a lot more important to me than I print something in papers and tell the world how great Apeldør is.
Yeah,
That message carried by you to other people in Denmark is the best advertising that I can get. And if this advertising is supported by friendly people and a good bunch of employees, then what else can I be looking for?
Your relationship with the Nordic golfers has been for a couple of years now. What do you think about this company, Nordic Golfers?
It's a slight understatement. A couple of years, I think probably 15 years. We have been going to Herning, to Ferie for Alle, for many, many years. And we have been working with Christian, actually with his father. Each time I see Christian, a Nordic Golfers, I ask, how is your father? Because that's how it started. And that, back to the sentence, you never get a second chance for a first impression. I met the Mathiasen family, I met the Nordic Golfers, Golf Tyskland, and they helped me getting my name across the border into Denmark. And the relationship has been excellent. And each time I see them either at Herning or an event like this, I'm happy. I'm just looking forward to meet the people. I'm looking at friendly faces. And if you ask my employees, how do you like the relationship with Nordic Golfers? They get a AAA. They just love this relationship. And it's a very fine, healthy, honest, very valuable relationship.
It goes both ways.
Both ways. It's a partnership.
Yes. And for the customers in Denmark who likes, they see this interview and they think, okay, I would like to try Apeldør. What is the most important thing you think you have to offer down here?
An Apeldør Schnaps. This is very important.
That's,
But it is
we understand that in Denmark, yeah. Let's get something to drink.
I think it's a package. I mean, overall, it's the price. If I overprice my product, then they will be hesitant to come. But if the mixture of a nice course, the nice food and friendly people, and then pretty close to the Danish border, so that you can say, on a short period, I just make the decision to come, spend 2 days and go back. And if you go back and you have an experience that you enjoyed, then you have customers like we have from Denmark. I look at faces and I said, how many times? And then you get an answer, it's the 12th time I'm coming.
Yes.
What a compliment is this? I mean, this is the most fantastic thing that you can achieve. You have customers that come again and again and again. At one stage, we had something very interesting. We had ambassadors. We had contacts into 8 different golf courses in Denmark. We had 1 representative at each golf course. We asked the representatives in springtime and in autumn, please come to Apeldør. We tell you what's new. We will give you prizes for some tournaments in your club during the season. We do some advertising with you in the club. You put on the board your name, my name is, and if you should have a question about Apeldør, go and contact me. And this somehow developed over the years. They still come. But after a certain period of time, the members know you. So you don't have to do it the 5th year, the 10th year. You do it for 5 years.
But you go from a few ambassadors to a whole nation of golf playing ambassadors.
And exactly.
That's how I also experienced Apeldør when I came here last night. It was just like, wow, this is something special. Dieter, if you want to speak just in the end of our little interview here to the Danish golf people, you can look at the camera and send them a little hello, if you would like.
I would very much like to do this. Today, Apeldør is a mixture of international customers. One would assume that the majority comes from Germany, And it might be the case that there is a good bunch of people coming from Germany. But this golf course, without Danish customers, would probably not be able to survive financially. And at the end of the day, let's look at it. This is an operation with 85 employees that has a certain budget, and this budget is at the end of the day money. And this money arises from visitors from Denmark, from members, visitors from Germany. And I'm very appreciative that we have the opportunity to welcome Danish customers year for year. And the way it looks, I have the feeling that there are more and more Danish customers coming. And this is a result of delivering a product that you Danish golfers like. And thank you very much for all the visits that we have been receiving from Denmark, and I'm very much looking forward to have this on a regular basis and ideally some more. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.